Hi everyone, it is Kirby here from Luviri, and today we're going to do a bronzed halo eye look, and we are going to be using our famous lashes. So let's get started. So first of all, I am going to prep my face with my primer. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Just going to buff that into the skin. So we're going to start with the eyes in this look, and what I'm going to start off with is with my P. Louise base. So this is just going to mean that we get an all-day hold with the makeup look. So I'm just popping a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. So the base just gives us a more something for the eyeshadow to actually stick to, and gives the any eyeshadow look that you do a bit more vibrancy as well. So I take it all the way up to the brow. And now I'm just going to blend that in with a fluffy brush here. So this just means that you're going to get that nice flawless base. We don't want any patchiness to the eyeshadow. Halo eye looks are great for people that do have that hooded eye like I do. It just gives you that illusion that your eyes are much more open because you're bringing the attention to the center of your eye with that highlighted color. So in our case today we're using that bronzy shimmer color. Using my Clientelle palette today. Most of the colors we're going to be using is Cheek, Too Much, we've got the Just Black, and our Bronzy and Boss. So I'll show you those. So most of the colors are going to be this Chic one, the Too Much, so it's that deep dark sort of brown color. We've also got Just Black, and we've got a few shimmer shades up here that we're going to use as well. So those are going to be our main colors that we're going to use today. So I'm going to take quite a small fluffy brush to start with, because we want a lot of precision when we're going to be first applying our colors. So this one here is more of like a smaller, still quite fluffy brush, and we're going to sort of map out what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to take that Too Much shade, which is that rich dark color, and I'm going to pop that right in the inner and outer corners, because that's where we want the shade to be the darkest, and we're going to blend out from there. So I'm only taking it to where my crease starts, as you can see there. And there's going to be a lot of blending. So we're going to take this little brush here and start blending. Just really light strokes, sort of circular motions. I'm going to blend that up. When I'm using darker colours, I like to sort of add a little bit blend, add a little bit more, because it's easier to add a little bit more in than it is to take away. So I'm taking this in a little bit further now, deepening those sort of outer corners. Like I said, that's where we want most of our pigment. I'm just really lightly buffing upwards and into the center. So now I'm going to probably take a little bit of brownie, which is sort of a true brown more of a warmer tone brown and popping that inside and on top of where we've had that other shade. And this is just going to blend these colours together and give that sort of gradient tone to the look. I'm just using a really light hand when I'm applying. It's sort of blending as I go. I'm going to take this other little fluffy brush and blend out those corners really lightly. You can see it's already giving that halo eye effect. Now I'm going to use the shade Chic, which is that sort of lighter again brown, and that's just going to go on top of these ones, like so. I'm going to take it across a little bit here too, and blend it up into that brow bone area. So I'm using a really light hand when I'm blending these in. And now I'm just going to mix the Usher shade and Chic, and that's going to create like an even lighter brown. The Usher shade is basically like a kind of creamy white shade. I'm taking a big blending brush now and we're going to just blend it all together. There's so much blending going on, what we're going to do is repeat those steps sort of backwards. So we're going to take that brownie shade and we're going to go back on top of the too much really deep dark brown colour. So now we're just sort of deepening up what we've just done and taking our really fluffy brush and just lightly buffing it out. Adding the tiniest bit of pigment as I'm buffing. Making sure I'm buffing all the way down into the bridge of the nose. Now I'm going to take my small brush and really pack in some more of that dark brown just on those outer corners. Just really deepen up that inner corner. I'm lightly buffing that out so we don't have any harsh lines. Taking my small brush again and buffing that in. Now you could take a little bit of black and pop that in there as well, just to really deepen it. I'm just going to take the tiniest bit on the end of my brush, and that's literally just on that inner corner area there, and a tiny bit on that outer corner here. I'm going to buff that in. Take some more of the dark brown shade, buff that in on top. Now the brownie shade on top of that, so we're going back upwards and inwards, blending. Usually with any look I do it about 3 times, going up and then back down, just to make sure that blend is seamless. You don't need to do that. Of course, we probably could have stopped just before, but I am a perfectionist, so it needs to be perfect. So I'm taking that Chic colour and on top just lightly blending. And then I'm going to take my big blending brush blend out those edges. I'm just going to go and do the other eye off camera. So now we've got both eyes done, we're going to go in and start taking some of these shimmer shades. So I'm going to start off with the bronze, and then we're going to pop this one over the top. I'm going to use a smaller fluffy brush and taking the bronzy shade, we're just going to pop that in the middle. So popping it in the middle there. Right up above the crease, and I'm going to take the shade Boss in the middle of that one. Just going to lightly buff it into the other colours. So there you have it. I might go over this darker part here with a bit more of the really dark brown shade, but that sort of gives you that idea. So it's more in that center, it's lifting your eyes up. Over the top of that, this can be enough glitter for you guys, or shimmer. I am going to my Mario palette here, and I'm going to go in with that bronzy colour over here. This almost gives like a chrome-like look, and really just makes it pop that little bit more. So first of all, I'm going to use my black eye pencil and just go in the waterlines. Take my black liquid liner from Fox Cosmetics. So dark and pigmented. So now we are going to apply our famous lashes. So I've gone ahead and prepped my lashes off camera. All I did was trim off the excess on the ends, give them a little curl, and also just breaking the band a little bit so it's a lot easier for me to apply them onto my lashes. And we're going to take the Stronghold lash glue, and we're just going to apply that just to that lash band here, just a small amount, and we're going to wait for that to start to try and get clear before we apply that onto our eyes. So making sure that it goes clear really makes a huge difference, because it means that you're going to get that tackiness, whereas if we were to apply this straight onto the eye now, it would actually just slip and slide all over the place. So we don't want that. Let's say into this eye, I'm just going to pop the glue on the lash band and wait for that to start to go tacky. Just going to apply a quick coat of the Lash Rescue mascara to my lashes. Already see that that is starting to change colour, so you can see in the middle here it's starting to go more of a clear. We want it to look clear over the whole eyelash, and then we can apply. Okay, so I'm going to apply this one now. So I'm holding it in the centre of the lash, looking down into a mirror, placing it as close to my natural lashes as possible, and then going in on the outer corners and just finessing those in. That's it. So these famous lashes are perfect for this look. Mostly because they are more of that open eye look too. They've got the longer lashes through the middle of the lash. And for underneath, all I'm going to do is take that darker shade of the brown, Too Much, and I'm just going to apply that to my bottom lash line. And then I'm just going to apply some mascara to the bottom. Alright, so this is our finished look. So we've got that halo, bronzed halo eye, and the famous lashes. So these lashes are going to be perfect for your more smaller eyes, to open them up a little bit as well. Your hooded eyes, because you get to see that on top of the actual hoods on your eyes. But yeah, that is our final look. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one.